And we are live. Finally, it took it like 10 minutes to go live once I clicked it. That was crazy. That was crazy. A part of the shadow band. Don't go live. Give up. Don't let it buffer. But we did. I got to really talk on this. Canelo Alvarez proved that he is still a superstar, proved that he is still the face of boxing, proved that he is bigger than UFC because he went head to head with them, did like 22 million at the gate and 750,000 pay-per-view buys from what I've last seen. And he went against UFC 306, which is supposed to be a huge UFC card. So had he had this fight without competition, his numbers would have even been that much greater. And I have a problem with this. Canelo fans reward this dude for fighting fucking cherries. They reward him for fighting guys who do not belong in the ring. Berlanga is trash. He is a trash fighter. He's always been a trash fighter. It was exposed when he fought DeMar Nicholson and couldn't do nothing with him. Went to decision. Goes on to go on for 4 more fights to decision. Has no power. None. Quigley, who he fought, got knocked out by Andrade, who came up from 154. And Andrade stopped Quigley. Berlanga did nothing. The dude has no power. He has no skills. A guy who's supposed to be the bigger, stronger man. Bigger, I don't believe. Taller, yes, he is. But he was supposed to be allegedly the bigger, stronger man, the young lion that was going to go on the hunt and take out the old lion. What did he do? Backed up from the start of the fight. And no fights he's ever been is he fought off the back foot trying to jab himself away from a fighter. He normally goes at them, tries to go for the knockout, but he got no power. That's why you saw whenever he fought B- level fighters, he got no knockouts. The only way that he could get a knockout before the Canelo fight is they had to import a potato farmer from Ireland to make him look like he was a knockout artist. But you put this guy in there with anybody with any type of power, with any type of skill, Berlanga's not going to get a knockout because he's trash. He's trash. He's trash. But I will say this. Berlanga may be able to knock out Caleb Plant because he's even more trash. They had to rob Caleb Plant. They gave Caleb Plant the Devin Haney treatment. This dude was dropped twice. What's going on, Teach? Dropped twice. They didn't count it both times he was dropped. They finally counted it after the third time he got dropped. Then they gave him a knockout after the bell. They literally let Caleb Plant land 3 shots after the bell, then waved off the fight. And you gonna tell me that the fix wasn't in? So Berlanga would probably beat Caleb Plant because he's trash too. But I digress. Back to the point. Canelo cult members are insane to me. It is crazy to me how y'all support this dude fighting cherry picks. He has fought cherry picks from Triple G to now. He avoided David Benavidez to this day. To this day. Like Deontay Wilder, still avoiding him. Doesn't want him. He said if he goes up to 175, he's only fighting Bivol. What happens if Bivol gets knocked the fuck out by Beterbiev? Well, I guess he's not going up to 175 because he ain't going to fight Beterbiev. He ain't going to fight Benavidez at 175 because he already said I'll only fight Bivol. So more than likely what he's going to do is fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford fans, in my opinion, are delusional. Terrence Crawford stands 1% chance. I give him a 1% chance. Out of 100 fights, he might win 1 time. Will lightning strike and it be the 1 time that he would beat Canelo on the night that he fights Canelo? I highly doubt it. Because here's the thing about it. Terrence Crawford fans, because Canelo fans don't care who he fights. Canelo could fight anybody. He could fight Bob the Builder and fucking get 750,000 pay-per-view buys. His fans have already proven it doesn't matter who he fights, how many cherries he fights, they're just going to support him. Because it's Canelo. Even though he's not fighting nobody. He sure ain't going to get in there with him Billy next. I guarantee it because like I said, and you can disagree with me, and Billy will beat that ass. But I digress. When it comes to Terrence Crawford stands next to no chance. It's another cherry pick if the fight happens. Because here's the deal. Crawford fans, in my opinion, are just as delusional as Canelo fans thinking Canelo's fighting opposition. Good quality. They're just as delusional because they literally just watched Terrence Crawford move up a weight class into his fourth weight class. Fight a guy with only 10 fights, 11 fights counting the fight that he's fighting. 11 fights and go life or death. And in my opinion, he didn't even truthfully win that fight. I thought it was a draw. I thought Israel should have walked away with a title. I didn't think Terrence lost the fight, but I didn't think he won it either. And you're talking about he struggled against a guy who has the least experience. It's super welterweight or junior middleweight. And after the fight, he talked about how strong Israel was. Now, I'm sorry, but you have got to be delusional if you think Terrence Crawford is going to beat Canelo Alvarez, who's 14 pounds above him, 2 weight classes higher, 6 weight classes higher than where Crawford started. You got to be delusional. If Crawford's saying Israel was stronger than he thought, and you think Canelo's not going to be? What Bud fans are banking on and hoping on and praying on is that Canelo is going to get tired, and he's not. Canelo is going to look like a marathon runner if he gets in there with Terrence Crawford. See, what a lot of fans don't understand is it's a huge difference when Canelo was fighting guys who were over 6 foot tall, coming into the ring 190, 200 pounds plus on fight night. When you have another big body leaning on you, throwing punches on you, it wears you out. It makes you tired because that's mass, that size, leaning on you, throwing on you, punching on you. So you feel the wear of it. But when you take away the size and you make it smaller, first off, Canelo and Terrence are the same height. Terrence has got a longer reach. Who cares? Everybody Canelo fights has got a longer reach than him with height. So when you add reach and body length, and you can lean backwards and still throw a jab and hit a shorter dude, really, truthfully, the reach is negated by their height. This is nothing new for Canelo. The only thing that's new is it's a little man in front of him. It's a little man, his own height, his own, I don't want to say size because Canelo's going to be huge next to Crawford. I don't care if Crawford walks around, and I don't think he does, but even if he did, I don't care if he walks around at 175 pounds. I don't care. Because first off, Crawford is going to lose some of that weight, okay? He's going to lose some of that walk-around weight when he's in training camp. So let's say at his biggest, before he cuts weight, he's around 171, 172, which he probably is, okay? What you have to understand is that's still damn near the weight that Canelo shrinks down to. Crawford's non-cut fight weight is damn near the same weight Canelo drains his body, saps his body down to. Oscar De La Hoya said years ago that Canelo walked around 185, 190 when he fought Kovalev. That was years ago. When you get older, you get heavier. Period. That's basic human biology. As you get older, you get heavier, your metabolism slows down. So if Canelo was 185, 190 when he fought Kovalev years ago, I guarantee you he's 195 to 200. I guarantee you. And the difference with Canelo and other fighters is Canelo looks like he's always in shape. Even when he's blown up and he's not fighting, he carries a lot of muscle, very little fat. He always looks like he's ready to fight. So now you have a problem. Terrence is going to come into that ring maybe 175 at the biggest, which will be the biggest Terrence Crawford's ever been. And the thing about it is this. We don't know if Terrence is going to get tired carrying that much weight. He may be better off sticking around 170 and below to rely on speed and agility to try to go the distance. But let's say that he wants to get as big as possible to try to counteract the size that's going to be coming against him. The problem is, even if you take into account Terrence Crawford coming in at 175, which I don't think he would, he's still going to be dwarfed by 195, 200-pound rehydrated Canelo Alvarez. There's a reason why Canelo doesn't do weigh-ins on the night of the fight. Because if he did do weigh-ins on the night of the fight, these delusional people who think tall means big would understand very quickly how fucking big this dude really is. See, that's the thing about it. People don't understand how big Canelo actually is. They see a short, little itty-bitty guy, and they think he's teeny because he's short, but he's not. He's big. He carries a lot of weight behind his ass, especially when he rehydrates. And that's the thing about it. People don't look at how thick his fucking neck is, how wide his back is, how big his delts are, how big his quads are. They don't look at how big this dude is. They just say, oh, he's short, so he's got to be little. Delusional. And that's what Terence Crawford fans are. By all means, I'm not trying to stop the fight. I hate the fight because I hate to see Crawford go out with a loss because he's going to lose. Make no mistake, Crawford is going to lose. And I know the minute Crawford loses, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to come out of nowhere. He might even go live on Facebook because they don't really use IG. He might go live on Facebook and be like, you know, Terence Crawford, he's a hell of a champion. But y'all thought he could beat me? Y'all compared him to the TBE? I beat Canelo when Canelo was young. When I was old, Crawford, he just got knocked out by Canelo. I can't believe y'all would compare him to me. That's exactly what's going to happen. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to come out nowhere and down Canelo and Crawford at the same time and prove or try to prove to himself and everybody else who will listen that he's the best ever, the TBE. Because when Canelo dismantles him, which he will, it'll be over. And everybody's going to hype up this fight. And the Canelo disciples, they've already proven it doesn't matter if he fights a cherry because every cherry is legit when they get in the ring with Canelo. Every cherry is legit. And Terence Crawford fans are going to hype this shit up because they don't know what reality is and they don't think there's weight classes for a reason. And they just think Crawford is superhuman and going to do something that nobody else has done. I don't know any fighter who's jumped up 2 weight classes after being in their 4th weight class, which would make it their 6th weight class, without one fucking acclamation fight to fight the elite of that weight class. I can't think of one. So Terence is going to get knocked out. Let me read what Teach said. Berlanga looked 205. I don't think he was that big, Iceman. Let's see here. I think Bud is more skilled, but got to give Canelo wins because he's been at weight class. He's also skilled. I don't think, I'm going to be honest with you, Teach. I don't think Terence Crawford is more skilled than Canelo. I don't think he's a better boxer than Canelo. I'm going to be honest. Watching Terence Crawford against Israel made me realize Anui has always been better than him. Canelo has always been better than him. Why do I say that? When Canelo fought at 175, it was his 6th weight class, what Crawford's trying to do to fight Canelo. Canelo won undisputed in his 5th weight class from where he started at 168. Canelo ran through the divisions. Yes, arguably I thought Triple G beat him. However, at 168 in his 5th weight class, he ran through everybody outside of Benavidez, which I want to see him fight. But he's never going to fight him. We're never going to get that fight. He ran through everybody else at 168 in his 5th weight class. Did not struggle against one guy. Crawford in his first fight at 154, his 4th weight class, struggled, in my opinion. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I thought I heard something outside. Struggled against Israel, the weakest champion at 154. I don't even think Terence Crawford could beat Tim Tszyu. I question if Terence Crawford could beat a Fundora. I really do. Because I've seen his cap. His cap is 154. I would be willing to bet money he can't run the gauntlet at 154 like he did at 147. Because as they go up in weight, you find out how great a fighter is. The higher up they go, the harder it is for you to win. for Lomachenko, who people like to say was number one pound for pound for a long time over Crawford, which I never agree with, the rubber met the road at the third weight class. That's how great he was. 3 weight classes is his cap. He'll never go higher than that. Can't do it. Not skilled enough. Crawford, in my opinion's cap is 4 weight classes. And like all them other dudes who have jumped up to fight Canelo, he's going to lose. He's going to get defeated. He's going to get stopped. That's it. And the thing about it is this. Everybody is going to hype up this fight. Pound for pound versus pound for pound. And they're going to make it seem like this is the biggest fight in boxing. And all it is what Canelo's been doing all along. It's a cherry pick. And as great as Crawford is, he's a cherry pick. I'm sorry. He just is. This fight is ridiculous. And the minute the fight actually happens and they both get in the ring, you're going to see why it's a cherry pick. Because Canelo is going to beat him up badly. And the thing about guys who have fought Crawford is completely different than how Canelo fights. Guys who have fought Crawford are like boxers. They try to score points. They try to get the knockout. They try to win the round. Canelo's not going to do that. Canelo's going to beat you up. Canelo hits you on the shoulder. He hits you on the bicep. He hits you on the forearm. He hits you on the gloves. He'll go low and hit you on the hip. Canelo is just going to hit you. It doesn't matter if it scores. He just wants to hit you. And when you're a little guy moving up into your 6th weight class, 14 pounds higher than you've ever fought at. Hold on. I definitely hear something. All right, we're back. Iceman said that there's an alien invasion going on. They done got into my house. I'm walking around looking for them. Something knocked over a trash bag full of recycling. I don't know what did it either. I turned on all the lights. I'm looking around. I'd have turned on the webcam. We'd have been fighting the alien live on webcam. That'd have been something to see. That shit would have went viral. Not tonight, but y'all would have clipped it and y'all would have put it on TikTok, IG, Facebook. Oh my. Human fights alien. That would have been interesting. Yo, where are the Canelo fans? Let me do this. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up if you're listening, liking what you're hearing. That way we get higher up on the algorithm because YouTube's been working against me. It took me like 10 minutes to go live. It just kept spiraling. But anyways, as I said, delusional Terrence Crawford fans are going to hype up this fight. Occultist members of the Canelo Church are going to hype up this fight. Everybody's going to think it's a big fight until they get in the ring. And Canelo completely dismantles Bud Crawford. Because the thing that's so funny about it is this. When I ask people, do you think Terrence Crawford could beat Benavidez? Everybody says no. Do you think Terrence Crawford could beat Caleb Plant? Which I think he probably could. Most people say no. When you start going down the line in the list of 168-pound fighters, every single one people say no to, except for Canelo. Now think about that. This ain't got nothing to do with styles make fights. If you believe every top tier 168 fighter beats Terrence Crawford, then how the hell are you going to sit there with a straight face and tell me that he beats Canelo, who's the number one guy at 168? People will say guys that Canelo has beat will beat Crawford, but all of a sudden Crawford's going to just become Superman overnight. Still, I guess so to say in this case. He's going to drop a damn another LP album. K-Dot over here, Kendrick Lamar. He's going to drop an album and get supercharged coming out to his own theme song. That's what's going to happen. Because I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. Give me 1 second. I am going to copy and paste this long-ass title. I just want to see if it's even on the search. Because normally, really? Copy. Paste. Look at this. I should share screen. That shit's not even coming up. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, wait. How am I not the top search whenever I do the title verbatim? That's wild. All right, let's come back over here. I seen Plant and Crawford playing around, and Plant was getting him. Really? I haven't seen that. Is it on YouTube? Let me look it up. Crawford versus Plant. Let's see if that brings it up. See them playing around. All right, here we go. McCumbee got robbed. That's all I'm saying. Like, truth be told, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm going to be honest with y'all since Caleb Plant came up. Caleb Plant got knocked out in that first round. He was knocked out. Wasn't it the first round where he got clipped and then he held on to McCumbee and then McCumbee like shimmied him off of him and he hit the canvas? And the ref like called it a slip and allowed him to get like time to get up and then he wobbled to his corner. I think that was the first round, if I remember correctly. It's hard to win a fight when the referee's against you. Devin Haney treatment at its finest. All right, guys, I am going to be right back in about, I don't know, 5 minutes. I had to pull my trash cans around. Maybe the aliens will come for me that seem to be in my house. We're going to find out. Let me do this real fast, and I'll be right back. Be right back. Add banner. Hit banner. All right. I'll be right back. If y'all have anything y'all want to write, write it, and I'll read it when I come back. Okay, I'm back. No, I did not get taken out by the aliens. It took me a minute. Although I did almost get taken out by the spiders. I walked through a spider web. I still feel it on me. Um, yeah, feels like crap. Outside of that, what should we talk about? I think I've beaten in the Canelo cherry picking enough. People are gonna believe what they believe. They're gonna believe he's not a cherry pick. I'm telling you, he is. You know, people gonna see how easily he handles Terrence Crawford, and then that's that. Outside of that, it looks like I lost all my people who were viewing me because I went AFK for like what 7 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. A lot of dead air. Um, I don't know if there's more to talk about. I can do a fight breakdown. Pretty much what I see is Terrence Crawford's going to try to fight him off the back foot, like he did against Postal. That's how Crawford's going to approach Canelo. Canelo's going to eat the shots. They're going to have zero effect. He's going to get him trapped against the ropes or the corner. He's going to cut it off. He's going to start beating him to the arms. And Crawford's going to start to slow down physically because he's been beat on by the bigger, stronger man, which is Canelo. Canelo's going to keep him trapped against the ropes, keep him in the corner, and eventually Canelo's going to connect. And when he connects, you're going to see what Canelo's power looks like against a little dude because he's going to put him down. Crawford's going to hit that canvas. If Mean Machine could drop him, yes, he dropped him. I don't care what y'all say. I know for a fact Canelo could plant him down. And y'all are going to see why Canelo is an elite. Now, I give Canelo a lot of shit. People say I'm a Canelo hater. But I hate because I know what he could be and I know what he could do. And I know that the level of opposition that he's fighting is not his level of opposition. I know that. He should be proving how great he is, proving how skilled he is by taking on actual challenges. Instead, in my opinion, he's followed the Floyd Mayweather plan to a T. He used to do rehydration clauses, catch weights. Now that he's in his later years, he's doing just like Mayweather, avoiding all risk. So he can sell out into the sunset without a loss. Yes, I know he's lost in his career before, most recently to Beeble. However, he doesn't want to lose again. When he lost to Beeble, in my opinion, that's when he quit taking risk. He hasn't taken a risky fight since the Beeble fight. Because in my opinion, he knows he's one loss away from being irrelevant, especially if he gets outclassed again like he did against Beeble. So he's not taking any risk. It's all risk avoidance at this point in time. And I mean, that's just how he wants to ride out his career. He wants to ride it out like Mayweather rode out his career. He just wants to be very careful, take it very easy, and avoid all risk. Trying to think. What is Thunderbolts? I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself. I don't know. Anyways, I digress. Back to the point. All right, I think I lost my chats. I don't see anybody typing. I don't really want to be on all night talking. So we're going to give a couple of more minutes, see if anybody comes back through. I did walk away for a very long time. What the heck? I got to watch this. Diddy's just. Oh, no, shh, don't talk. Okay, where is it? Is this fake? This looks fake. This is all fake. There ain't nothing here. I thought they were gonna show some fucking release videotapes. They're not. Fake news. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm out. To those who make it to the 40-minute marker with that long ass intermission I had. I think I'm gonna end the stream here because I don't see nobody typing anymore. Like I said, I had to walk away take some trash out, recycle out, and I lost everybody. So on this note, we're gonna end it here. Canelo is the cherry picker, and Terrence Crawford is gonna be the next cherry that he picks. It is what it is. If you hear this on the playback, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will stay unbiased. I will call it straight down the line, how I see it. But yeah, Canelo's only reaching for low-hanging fruit. And people are going to understand that the minute this fight is made. Y'all have a good night.